Coming up, they're off for a neck-and-neck race that took one jockey for the ride of a lifetime. When Top 10 Wild Rides continue. Horse racing is among the toughest of professional sports. You need strength and stamina, and you really got to be able to think fast. Your life could depend on it.
My name is Chapman. I rode thoroughbred horses for just short of 20 years here in Northern California.
My name is Nate Hubbard. February 3rd, 1989, I had the ride of my life.
Well, Nate, at that time, was an apprentice. Probably been riding maybe half a year.
Yeah, I was young. I think I was 19 years old.
This race took place at Golden Gate Fields over in Albany here in California. It was early February. It was really cold that day. It had been raining. The mud was actually like pea soup.
Yeah, I love the mud.
They're off. Isle Empress came away slowly.
I actually maybe broke on the lead or head for the lead.
I remember coming down the stretch, and I thought I was going to win the race.
It's very loud. The sound of the horse's feet slapping the ground. And on top of that, you've got just tons of adrenaline. It's just very, very exciting. I'm already counting my money. And so as we're heading on down the lane, I can hear somebody coming. And the further we go, the closer they're getting.
And my filly moved up into second place, and when I went to grab her to straighten her out, she clipped heels with Tommy Chapman's horse.
And then all of a sudden, I could feel my filly take kind of a funny step. And I thought, God, we collided.
The next thing you know, I thought she was going down. I was just fortunate enough that she was able to pop back up, and then next thing I know, I'm looking at her in the eye. I'm just hanging on her to her neck, and I really have no idea how I got there.
When I looked back and saw Nate hanging on this horse's neck, I'm thinking, how in the heck did he do that?
From the look of the pictures, and then from what I remember, I had a hand on her like this, and I just had, I guess I had a hand for her mane. She's all I had to hold on to between falling off of her and maybe dying or getting trampled. I remember hearing Chris Humble. He was the guy that ran third in the race, and he was telling me to hang in there, little buddy.
By the time I'm going across the wire, I'm actually turned completely around looking at this scene, and he's swinging like a pendulum under the horse's neck. It was amazing, just amazing to watch. I think that his horse was maybe second by a half a length. The rule says that you have to ride the horse all the way across the wire, and as long as you don't touch the ground, then they'll give it to you.
And I think there were 7 horses in the race that day. So obviously there's 5 more behind you that could possibly run you over. And I just think you hang on out of survival, just instinct.
If Nate had fallen off the filly, she would have trampled him, and I'm sure that maybe even a couple of horses behind her could have really dodged a bullet that day. Could have been much worse than it was.